Yeah, baby. According to StreamYard, we're live. So that means I am just waiting for YouTube to send out the notification. And I just got an email and a notification, which means that we are now officially, wait a minute, we are now officially live. Because now all of Vipe Nation knows that we are live. So I see we got people in the chat. My man Janoson's out there in the cut. Simply Beth just showed up. Jason C's in the cut. Oh, we got people on deck. There it is. I can highlight now. There, Beth and Jason. That's right. We got people in the building. I like this. Ethan, what is happening here? Nope, can't do that. How about better? Now we got Tech Jaw. We got John Michelle. What's up? What's up, people? How y'all doing? How are you all doing tonight? Hopefully, you all are doing well. Yes, I am doing good. Uh, First podcast, Theodore. How you doing? First podcast of 2020. That is still so weird to say, right? First podcast of 2020, but it is a new year. It is technically 2020, and this will be the first VypDrive of 2020. Jeff Dayton, what's happening, man? How you doing? We got Trent Marshall out there. What's up, Tech Rant? We got Techie guy. What's up, man? What's up? And I think I could just go ahead and get into the intro and yeah, go from there. Yeah, Tech Run, I probably need to change that. I think when I put this on audio only, I'm probably gonna change the title of it. This is pretty much a placeholder, but yeah, OH is it's short for Ohio. You are correct, but yeah, I should have just put O lowercase h, but whatever, it is what it is. So let me get into the intro and then proceed with the very first podcast in 2020. Because that's what you're here for. You're here for the podcast. So let me give you what you're here for. Shout out to my co-host on the Painfully Honest Tech podcast, Zach and Jason. Obviously, they will not be podcasting tonight because they are currently in Las Vegas for CES. Wish I was there, but I can't be there this year. Hoping to be there next year. But since Zach and Jason can't podcast tonight because they are out of town, that leaves your boy Viper to give you VypDrive. So let's go to work. So, it's a new year, 2020. Happy New Year, Vipe Nation. We're back. The podcast is officially off hiatus, and you are about to listen to VypDrive, episode 53, which starts now. What's up, people? This your boy Viper, the man about tech, and welcome to a brand new year and the first episode of 2020 of VypDrive. This is the podcast about tech, hosted by the man about tech. And tonight, as far as I know, it's going to be just me, your boy Viper, going solo coast to coast. Now, I know this is normally a tech podcast, but you're going to have to excuse me for a few minutes because I need some time to self-reflect on my past, on my first 2 years of being on YouTube. So, I just had my second YouTube anniversary, January 1st, 2020. That marked 2 years of me making YouTube videos. So, as I look back on the first 2 years of me being on YouTube, on my main YouTube channel, Viper, the man about tech, I have amassed over 3,000 subscribers. And then we have this proprietary live stream channel that I'm on right now that I broadcast the podcast from, that I do all my live streams on, called VypDrive. I have over 1,000 subscribers on this channel. This channel is cool. I don't really count this channel as far as overall like growth or things like that. It's cool. This is just my outlet for live streams. But it's cool that I have over 1,000 of you all on this channel that rock out with me each and every week. But I have been on YouTube for 2 years, and I have amassed 3,000 subscribers. Now, I realize that this is nothing to scoff at. There's a lot of people that don't get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I got 3 times that amount in the first 2 years of my being on the platform. So I am not scoffing at that. But damn it, I'm not going to act like it's some great feat either. Because as I look to my left, as I look to my right, I got people that started at or around the same time as me on the platform just completely blow by me on the platform. I mean, we got people at 50,000, people at 100,000. I mean, 30,000. I mean, people are doing big things on the platform. And I'm looking at me like, oh, you got 3,000. Like, damn. But I'm not going to sit on that. But I'm not going to sit here on the podcast tonight and have a pity party because I know what needs to be done. I understand what I need to do. I understand what I have not been doing over the first 2 years. Basically, the reason why I've been operating at a turtle pace on YouTube compared to my contemporaries is because most of my contemporaries that have blown by me have taken up a specialized area of content on YouTube, meaning they have niche down, if you will. They are known for a particular subject area on the platform. For instance, we got my man, El Jefe Reviews. He does audio. All of his videos are audio based. Well, I would say 99% of his videos are audio related. So he is known in the audio department. So my man El Jefe, my head of security, currently I think it's sitting at 25,000 subscribers and climbing. And the dude is doing big things on the platform. Love that man. But he is known for audio. That's all he does on YouTube. And then we got my man Travis MCP, who's about to hit 50,000 subscribers. He started out doing reviews, and then he kind of transitioned to audio, but now he does mostly commentary tech. So Travis is mostly known for his commentary tech. So there's a reason why Travis is blown up. And there's other creators around me that have grown and blown by me. We got Tao. Tao just hit 100,000 on the platform. Now, I don't know when she started, but I remember it wasn't too long ago where me and Tao were pretty much in the same area as far as sub count, and that's not the case anymore. Tao has 100K, and Tao does all Samsung content. She specializes in Samsung. All her videos are Samsung related. Well, most of them. So, knowing all of this, and knowing that I have not been specializing in one content area, I've pretty much been all over the place over the past 2 years on YouTube. Starting in 2020, I'm going back to my basics. I'm going back to what people know me for kind of on YouTube. I'm going back and I'm going to kind of focus on a particular area of content that, people actually know me for. I mean, I have a nickname on YouTube. I gave myself the captain of Team Apple. I mean, I gave myself that nickname. It kind of stuck over the 2 years I've been on the platform, but I haven't really niched down or specialized in Apple content. That is going to change in 2020 because your boy Viper is going to niche down. Well, I'm going to niche down as best I can because the problem with me as it relates to niching down is that I get bored. I know I have to niche down in order to grow the channel, but I hate niching down. I hate having to be put in a box because I don't like just Apple products. I like Samsung. I like Google. I like everything. So it's kind of hard for me to niche down into one particular subject area when I like all of the tech. But, this is okay. This is more of a short-term thing for me because if I could just niche down for a year and grow the channel, I can put myself in a position where I can get like enough of a subscriber base where I can go back and branch out again. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. For now, I'm going to try to niche down into more Apple-centric content. And then when the channel finally grows, I'm going to niche back out. Now, this does not mean that all my videos are going to be Apple. It's not going to happen that way. But most of them will be. But I work with different brands that don't necessarily correlate with Apple products. I mean, just last year, Google sent me a Pixel 4. Actually, they sent me a Pixel 3a XL, and they sent me a Pixel 4 XL. So all of the video can't be Apple related because I will be working with different brands that may not be necessarily related to Apple. So there will be times where I deviate from the Apple playbook and do other things because I have to do it for my sanity. And there are brands that I work with that don't really correlate with Apple and things like that. But in 2020, the majority of my videos on my main channel will be Apple related and Apple centric. And I'm going to run a test. This is going to be an experiment for me personally. I'm going to see if following the great niching path produces growth in the channel. I suspect it will because one of the things about doing the same content over and over again is that, like I said, people come to know you for a particular area of content, and then they know what to expect on your channel. So the thing about it is, if I do mostly Apple content, when people come to my channel, they'll be like, oh, yeah, that's the captain of Team Apple. He does mostly Apple videos. This is what I'm going to get. And they might stay and subscribe and things like that. And maybe the channel will experience some growth. Again, like I think some of you are saying in the chat, I don't have to do strictly Apple content because I can do compare and contrast videos. I can compare my iPhone 11 Pro Max to my Pixel 4 XL that I have, which I plan on doing that at some point in the future too. So, yes, your boy Viper ain't gonna kind of niche down. I'm gonna try my hardest. It's gonna be hard as hell, but I got goals, man. I am tired of like watching people fly by me on YouTube, and I know the solution. I may not like the solution, but I know the solution, and I have to do it. I mean, this is what it is. That's pretty much the only thing that's going to change as far as the way I deliver content. It's just it's going to be more Apple centric, but the way I deliver it and the way I bring you video, that won't change, man. I'm still going to be loud. I'm still going to be crazy. I'm still going to be Viper. I'm still going to be the man about tech, the captain of Team Apple. None of that will change. It's just that the content will be more Apple centric for the next year. And then at the end of the year, we'll see if the channel has grown or not. And then I'll make an assessment at the end of the year and we'll go from there. But that is my plan in 2020. As far as the podcast, the plan for the podcast, that's not going to change too much. I mean, this podcast is more of an open forum. I'm not trying to really niche down on the podcast because actually the podcast has been growing week over week. So I'm pretty happy with the way the podcast is going right now. So the content of the podcast is not going to really change. So that is where I'm at right now as far as the main channel and only being at 3,000 subscribers over 2 years, which I know it's not nothing to sneeze at, but I know it could be a lot better, and it should be a lot better, especially given the fact that I have uploaded over 400 videos on the main channel or to the main channel. I have uploaded over 400 videos to the main channel, and I got 3,000 subscribers to show for it. Now, I'm not saying I'm the perfect creator or I'm the best ever and all this stuff, but I do realize that for the amount of work that I have put into that channel, it should be more than 3,000 subscribers. I'm just saying. And I mean, if you think that's the case, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. But I think that's the case. And at the end of the day, it is the only thing that really matters is what I think. And I think I should have more than 3K subscribers given the work that I have put in. But we going to find out. We going to find out what happens when I do this experiment in 2020. So if you're wondering why the channel takes an L is going to take an Apple turn, now you know. We are niching down, baby. We are niching down. What's up, Zach? Talk Tech, how you doing? He's on his way to Nomad. He's out there living his best life at CES. What's up, Zach? Oh, and the other thing I guess I should mention is that the other reason why I'm doing Apple-centric content is because most of my viewers are Apple users. And basically, I got that information from my podcast analytics. 70% of you listen to this podcast on an iPhone or an Apple device. Over 70% of you listen to the podcast from Apple Podcasts. So knowing that most of you listen to it from Apple Podcasts and that most of you listen to it from an Apple device, that tells me that most of my audience, the majority of you, are Apple users. So it behooves me to try to cater to you all more because that is the audience, and that's the audience that I have garnered, and that's what I'm going to go down. That's the path I'm going down. So we're gonna be having some more Apple parties around here. But that is where I'm at right now. I'm going to try to go down the Apple rabbit hole and see what we got. So, with that out the way, it is CES 2020, baby. And let me tell you something about CES. There's a lot of stuff going on in CES right now. Like I said, my man Zach Talk Tech is there. A bunch of my YouTube friends are there. We got El Jefe Reviews out there in Vegas. Painful Leon Tech is out there in Vegas. Martin Brownlee's out there. Justine and Jenna, they're both out there. Hell, the whole tech community damn near that can be out there. They're out there. Soldier No Beston's out there. Andrew Edwards, Kevin the Tech Ninja. They're all out there chilling at the Salty Carter, Max Lee. Well, Max just left, but Flossie Carter's out there. They're all out there, baby. That's all. They're all out there. So all my people, all my YouTube people out in CES. I'm sorry I couldn't be out there this year. Hopefully next year, if my niche now plan works, and the channel grows, then yeah. And the podcast is about to be interrupted because we got a phone call. You know you're interrupting my podcast, right?
I know. That's why I'm calling in.
Hello, Zach. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Let me turn you up real quick. I'm good. So, for those of y'all listening on audio only, I am now on a FaceTime call with Zach Talk Tech. Of course, you can't see this because you're listening on audio only, but my people that are watching live on the YouTube channel can see Zach. And currently, you're in a lift. Where are you going?
I'm in a lift on the way to the MGM Grand for the Nomad party.
Nice. Now, this is actually pretty cool because you are on the ground floor. You are there at CES. So, Zach, tell me what happened to your experience for day one of CES.
Lots of slow-moving people. It drives me nuts. But just people everywhere and using lots of hand sanitizer, drinking lots of water, seeing lots of really cool stuff, seeing a lot of really good refinements to existing technology. I mean, like a smaller this or a more affordable that. So I'm really looking forward to bringing more stuff forward and everything like that. I haven't seen anything too crazy yet, but there's still 3 days left.
Okay, so what is the most crazy or most amazing piece of tech you've seen on the floor so far?
The new LED or micro LED television from TCL. It is nuts. Like I've never seen anything that clear.
Bruh, TCL is bringing the fire. They got phones coming. They got TVs. They got earbuds and headphones. I mean, they are doing everything this year at CES.
I was at their presser yesterday for the phone unveiling. Now they've done phones before. They have partnership with Alcatel and obviously the BlackBerry thing, and they've sold phones overseas under their own name, with the TCL name. But this is the first time they've brought TCL branded devices to North America, and they've got 3 devices coming out this year, next quarter, all under, including a 5G, all under $500.
That's right, man. They are bringing 5G devices to market under $500, which is just absolutely incredible. But they're going to be facing some stiff competition. But like you said, TCL isn't no stranger to the phone game, so we shall see how that works out.
I think it's going to do really good. It's be good for consumers. Competition is always good. These devices are really, really nice. They're really well put together. They all have quad 4 cameras. Yeah, they look good. But anyway, thanks for having me on the show. I'll let you get back to it. Thank you for holding down the streaming for us tonight. I'll make sure we might FaceTime in again with El Jefe and Painfully Honest Tech. Okay.
Sounds like a plan, man. You have fun.
All right. Cheers.
Later. That was That Talk Tech live from Las Vegas in CES 2020. But yeah, as I'm on Twitter and I'm looking at what's happening at CES, TCL is making all kind of noise at CES this year. I mean, damn. I mean, like I said on Twitter, TCL isn't in danger. TCL is the danger. I mean, they coming in there like Heisenberg on everybody, bro. They got foldable phones. They got regular phones. They got 5G phones. They got micro LED TVs. I mean, TCL is bringing the noise. They got wireless earbuds. They got all this stuff. They are bringing the heat. They are not playing no games. They came to take names and show out. And that is exactly what's happening with TCL at CES. They are bringing in the noise. Now, oddly enough, I have a friend at TCL, or not a friend, but I guess I could call him a friend. I know one of the PR people at TCL. He recently sent me an Alcatel phone to review. For those of y'all that watch my main channel, I recently reviewed the Alcatel Go Flip. It's a flip phone with smartphone features. That was a TCL product or TCL subsidy or whatever. But it was TCL makes that phone or whatever, or they're behind that phone. So I'm going to hopefully see if he will send me one of the new TCL phones when they have some review units available. And then we shall really see what's happening with TCL in the phone game when they bring their own branded phones to market. But TCL is going up directly against OnePlus and the Google Pixel 3a and 4a devices. I mean, TCL, they're not playing games. They're coming directly for people's necks. And I'm here for all of it, baby. I'm here for all of it. I am eager to see what TCL does with these phones and everything else they're bringing to the market in 2020 because TCL, it looks like they are here to stay. They are not playing no games. They are here to stay. So other things that are happening at CES, Sony. Sony is hilarious to me. Like Sony, like I said on Twitter, Sony have been strolling and trolling at CES this year. So Sony made a big PlayStation 5 reveal at CES, but it's not what you think. No, not at all. So what did Sony reveal PS5 related at CES? The logo. The logo. They revealed the PS5 logo, which we all knew what it was anyway, but they revealed the damn logo, not the system, not what the system looks like, not the actual PS5 itself. No. Just the logo. And then, just when you thought that Sony couldn't troll anymore, they go uber troll and unveil an electric car. What? What? An electric car? Are you serious? What? What the hell? What the hell? What in the blue monkey's nipple is that, Sony? You're talking about the makers of the PlayStation 5, TVs, phones? I mean, good Lord. Didn't they go and unveil for the very first time, to my knowledge? I didn't know Sony wasn't even making a car, but they unveiled an electric vehicle at CES. And I'm like, what? I'm like, is this a troll? Is this real? Is this actually coming to market? Because we know a lot of things at CES never make it to market. But I don't know, man. It looks like Sony is bringing an electric car to market. Completely caught everybody off guard because nobody saw an electric car from Sony coming. But apparently Sony is throwing their hat into the electric car game with a lot of people, and they will have heavy competition as well, because we know Tesla is running the yard over there in the EV land. But we know that Ford just unveiled the electric Mustang. We know Chevy has electric vehicles. Toyota is working on their own electric vehicles. I mean, so everybody is dipping their toe into the electric vehicle game, but nobody figured that Sony, of all companies, would be the one to have an electric vehicle. But even Sony has an electric vehicle now. So I'm just like, what is going on, bro? I mean, it's like the Twilight Zone out here, man. Sony is trolling hard at CES this year. Sony is trolling hard at CES this year. But Sony, nobody care about none of that, bro. You want to know what we care about, Sony? You want to know the answer, that the question that you need to answer, Sony? Where is the successor to the Sony WH-1000 XM3, baby? Where's the XM4, Sony? That's what we want from you. That's what we want from you, Sony. That's what we're waiting for. Where is the successor? Where is the headphones that come after the single greatest noise-canceling headphones of all time? Where is the successor? Where is it, Sony? Where is it? Show it! Show it, Sony! Show it! Show it! Where is it at? Where's the successor to the WH-1000 XM3? Because as far as I'm concerned with Sony, that's really the only thing I care about. I don't care about your electric cars. I don't even care about your PS5. What I care about are the headphones. So Sony, show me the damn headphones. Now, I know a lot of people are caring about that new camera, or the I think it's the A7S3 or whatever. Oh boy. But yeah. Sony has not unveiled the successor to the A7 III yet, so I think people are waiting for that. But damn it, I want the headphones. Where are the headphones, Sony? Stop playing games and show me the headphones immediately. Not immediately, immediately. So, what else is going on here? Whew. Yeah. So, what else happened at CES? Yo, shout out to Andrew Edwards, man. Every year at CES, my man Andrew Edwards is on a live stream, like hosting, I think, for National Rent a Car. I haven't watched the episode this year yet, but my man, I think he was like on the show floor for an hour doing a live stream. I think he had like Soldier No Best on as a guest during his live stream or whatever. But man, Andrew Evers is one of the most hardest working dudes in tech. I respect that dude. He's always at CES. I mean, what is it, like his 30th CES or something? I don't even know. I know he's in the double digits, man. That dude's been there like every CES, man. But shout out to my man Andrew Edwards, getting it done, putting in the work as he always does at CES. I see you, bruh. I see you. So I got a comment in my live stream from Jason. He says, "Why do headphones all have these outrageously long names?" You know, Jason, that's a good question. I think only Apple got it right. AirPods. Just make it short, sweet, and to the point. AirPods. I mean, if more companies took up the Apple headphone naming convention, we'd be good. Now, that doesn't mean that Apple is perfect with their naming convention because they did name an iPhone the 10S Max. About all that, but yeah, what's going on, bro? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Simply Beth is in the chat and she talked about how Sony does everything. I mean, yeah, they're in gaming, they're in headphones, they got cameras, they got cars. Yeah, Sony is one of the biggest electronic companies in the world. They just been kind of on a low profile lately because they haven't been doing all that hot. But yeah, Sony has been around for a while. They have their hand on a lot of pots. And man, you know, Sony is they're coming for blood. I mean, the PS5 is coming later this year. I don't know when the electric car is coming, but we know that's in there. They got TVs every year. They're one of the best TV makers out there. So Sony probably has a couple of new TVs coming. I think they got a new inferior phone. And Sony is the only company that makes a phone that I know of with a 4K display. Now, this is kind of perplexing to me because Sony, when you think about smartphones and where Sony is in the pantheon of smartphone manufacturers, they're not even on the damn page. I don't even know if they're in the damn book with Samsung and Apple and Google and everybody else. Sony's not even in the book. But Sony is the only company that I know of that makes a 4K display for their smartphones, for their inferior phones. They have a 4K display. Now, I know my man Total Tech, TK, he rocks with the Sony inferior phones hard, and he enjoys those phones. But normally, it's rare that you find somebody with a Sony inferior phone. But Sony is the only company that I know of that makes a phone with a 4K display, and I'm still waiting for Samsung. I am really shocked that Samsung has not come out with a phone with a 4K display yet, because we know that Samsung is the industry leader in OLED display technology for smartphones, but we have as of yet to see a 4K display on a Samsung Galaxy device, and I'm just like, what are they waiting for? I mean, I'm pretty sure they can do it, right? Maybe they're concerned about battery life or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I have to believe that sooner rather than later we will see a Samsung device with a 4K display. I mean, that has to be coming down the road. I mean, they're already working on what 8K camera technology, so at some point they need to put that 4K into the actual display and rock out. But yeah, man. Sony's doing big things. TCL's doing big things. Pataka. Oh my lord, what a year! What a past few months has been for. Actually, what a past couple of months has been for Pataka. Now, for those of y'all that might not be aware of who Pataka is a case manufacturer, but they actually have an entire ecosystem of products around their cases. Now, Pataka has been around for about 5, 6, 7 years now, but they recently were in the headlines this past I think last month because the largest tech YouTuber on planet Earth, Unbox Therapy, came out with his own line of phone cases that look strangely, eerily similar to Pataka's case. And so people were like, yo, what you doing, Lou? What you doing over there at Unbox Therapy, bro? Why you copying Pataka? Blah, 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 blah. There was a whole big drama in the tech space, on YouTube, whatever. There was a whole big drama last month. I own a Pataka case. Actually, Pataka sent me their iPhone 11 Pro Max case for review last year, so I own that. I brought a later case for my Pixel 4 XL, so I actually have both cases, and I'm not doing a dedicated video on the later case because I don't really think it's worth it. It's not that serious, but I can tell you from having both cases that while they may look similar, they are two very different, distinctly different cases. So even though the later case does look a little bit like the Pataka cases, they're not the same case. The Pataka case is much better quality. It's more durable. It's more snug on the phone, and I think it has like a slightly darker hue to the color than the later case. But That's not to say the later case is bad, because I actually like the later case, but if we're comparing the two distinctly on their own merits, the Pataka casings are of better quality and are higher quality than the later casings. But the later casing still a good case for what it does. So shout out to Lou for his first foray into case them or whatever. The later case, his first attempt is pretty good. And unlike other case manufacturers, my man Lou is now he just announced on Twitter today that he now has casings available for 20 phones. Now, usually you will only find casings for the mainstream phones like the Galaxies and the iPhones and things like that. Pixel 4 casings are even hard to come by. But this dude, Unbox Therapy, and his later case company has casings available for 20 phones, 20 different devices. So that in itself is a feat that we really can't take away from him. He is actively working to make the widest range of products available for his customers. So again, shout out to Lou and the people over there at Unbox Therapy for thinking of the customer first in their later case offerings, because some of these phones out here that don't get the mainstream love like iPhone or Galaxy, I mean, you can't find a case in the Sahara Desert for these phones. But my man Unbox Therapy got 20 casings, 20 different types of casings deep, so he's definitely getting it done. All right, and I just got a coffee here. I just got 5 coffees, and they come from the Ripe Ruin. So shout out to Natalie. Thank you for the 5 coffees. I definitely appreciate you. Love you, Natalie. You know you have a spot waiting for you to be a guest on the podcast, right, Natalie? I'm just saying. We I don't know why this hasn't been done yet. I mean, I guess I gotta get my people to call your people so we can get this situated and get it hammered out. But Natalie, you're supposed to be on the podcast. We definitely making this happen in 2020. You will be a guest on the VypDrive podcast, because that needs to happen. That should have been happened. We about to make that happen this year. It's going down. So clear your calendar, Natalie. It's going down. But anyway, yes, Pataka came. They came to the limelight because of the whole later case situation. But Pataka at CES, they got a heavy presence. I think they have a booth at CES, and they have, like I said earlier, they have a whole ecosystem of products that are highlighted and surrounded by their cases. So what we got is Pataka doing a live stream, I think, on Thursday. They have a live stream scheduled, I guess, to highlight all their different products and things like that. And I know my man Zach Talk Tech has a relationship with Pataka. He actually put me in touch with Pataka. I mean, I already have a previous relationship with Pataka, so we'll have to see what happens with that. But shout out to Pataka for making noise in the mobile accessory game, because they are making a lot of noise too. So they are taking this later case situation and they are just running with it. So Pataka, I see you, baby. I see you. I got to give a shout out to my man 504 here in my live stream audience for the super chat. Thank you, Mr. 504. I definitely appreciate you supporting me, bro. Thank you. No doubt. If you guys want to support the podcast, if you are listening on audio only, there will be a link in the show notes for you to buy me a coffee. It's a one-time donation. It is not required, but if you want to support the podcast and support what I'm doing on here on the podcast airwaves, the link is in the show notes for you. Also, if you want to become a monthly supporter of the podcast, there's a link in the description for that as well. For those of you all watching on YouTube right now, you know the procedures. The super chats are open if you want to donate, so it's not required. But if you want to super chat, you can do that. If you don't want YouTube taking 30% of your super chat, then you got the buy me a coffee link in the description if you want to do that. Anything is greatly appreciated. I enjoy and love that you guys rock with me each and every week on this podcast. This is episode number 53. It is crazy to think that this podcast has been going for 53 weeks, but we're at the start of another year, and I'm going to keep going because that's all I know how to do. All I know how to do is keep going. So I'm going to keep going because y'all keep rocking. We got 36 people watching this on YouTube right now. So shout out to the 36 of you rocking with me tonight on VypDrive. So it is 2020, and CES is currently happening right now. So I guess the next question we need to address is, what can we expect in 2020 as far as tech goes? This is a tech podcast. So what can we expect technology-wise in 2020? Well, I know one of the big things that's happening right now is the development of 5G. Now, T-Mobile back in December turned on their 5G network all across the country. So T-Mobile has 5G everywhere across the country because they're basically using the existing spectrum that they have, and they're converting that to 5G. I think they're working with low band and mid band 5G. So T-Mobile already has a 5G network throughout the United States because they're working with their existing bands to upgrade them and create 5G. So T-Mobile is getting it done. I know Sprint is working with low band 5G, so they have more coverage area than Verizon and AT&T because they're using a different type of band for their 5G. They're using the lower band 5G, and while that gives them more coverage, it doesn't necessarily give them the speed that you will get on a Verizon 5G network because Verizon is using a different technology. Now, as far as Verizon goes, they have the highest 5G speeds out of anybody because they're using that multi-millimeter wave technology for their 5G network. Now, due to the inconsistency and the sheer amount of cell towers you need to propagate an entire multi-millimeter wave network, Verizon can't build their network only on multi-millimeter wave technology because at some point it gets too expensive and you got to have too many towers because the signal strength of multi-millimeter waves is so weak that they can't penetrate buildings, they can't penetrate walls, and if you walk across the street, if you sneeze even, you lose 5G with the multi-millimeter wave. So what Verizon is going to do is they're going to intermingle multi-millimeter wave and low band and mid band 5G technologies to build out their network. How do I know this? Because I've been testing Verizon 5G for the past almost year now because I live in Chicago and Verizon has a 5G network set up in Chicago. And they've invited me to different events and they've invited me out to test out their 5G on different occasions and things like that. So I've been messing with Verizon 5G for a few months now. So I can tell you with great accuracy that Verizon 5G is definitely legit. They are building it out month over month. Every month it gets better, it gets faster. And I think by the end of this year, Verizon 5G network is going to be a fourth. But they do not have nearly the coverage area right now that a T-Mobile has, or even an AT&T or even a Sprint right now. AT&T is slowly getting into the 5G game. I think currently AT&T have 5G in about 10 or 15 cities. I don't know, but for whatever reason, AT&T is like really taking their time with their 5G rollout. They are also using millimeter wave technology, but they have just not done much of anything with their 5G. So I don't know what the hell is going on at the globe, but eventually they're going to have to get into the game because otherwise, if they don't get into the 5G game, they will be left behind. And 5G is too critical and too important for AT&T to continue to drag their feet developing their 5G network. So I got a question in the chat. Do I have 5G at home? I do not. I live outside of Chicago. As it's currently constructed, you cannot get 5G outside of Chicago. Hell, you can't even get 5G outside of downtown Chicago. So unless you live in downtown Chicago, you will not have 5G at home. Now, Verizon does have a in-home 5G antenna setup that you can buy for those supported cities. I think Verizon is currently have 5G in about 30, 40 cities right now. So you can do that if you live in one of those cities. But again, the 5G coverage area for Verizon are very sparse, and they're still using the majority of the multi-millimeter wave technology, which means the signal doesn't get very far. So, yeah, you're not doing much with Verizon 5G. It's still in its infancy, but like I said, they are building it out month over month, and it's getting better each and every month. So, I think by the end of 2020, like I said earlier, Verizon's 5G is going to be a force to be reckoned with. But right now, it's not so much. Let me take a drink here and we will continue. As somebody said in my chat here, also the thing to consider about 5G is that it's for more than smartphones. 5G is going to change the way we use technology in the next 10 years. We're talking about self-autonomous driving cars and self-autonomous networks and things like that. We're talking about doing remote surgery from like different parts of the world. We're talking about all sorts of different uses for 5G that's going to develop and happen over the next decade. So while right now, when we think of 5G, we think of it as more faster speed for our smartphones, 5G is going to come into play more and more heavily as far as different ways that we use technology and interact with technology in the long run. And I think 5G is going to be a big part of the rise of AI, which I keep talking about on my channel and in podcast. The rise of the machines is coming. And that's actually a nice segue to my next topic, what's happening at CES. So, as I just said, the rise of the machines is happening. This is not a myth. This is not a movie. This is not a prophecy. This is real life. The rise of the machines is happening. And last night, Samsung unveiled something called Project Neon. Now, if you are a subscriber to my main YouTube channel, Viper Demand About Tech, you will know that I just put out a video earlier tonight explaining Project Neon. But just in case you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel and you're only a podcast listener or whatever, let me break down Project Neon for you real quick. Project Neon is essentially a sentient AI, a sentient artificial intelligence, basically an artificial human being. So what Samsung is doing is they have developed such a complex AI that it can exist independently on its own, independent of human beings and human interaction. The AI has emotions, it has feelings, it responds to different situations and things like that. Now, it's still just AI. It's not an actual human being, but they describe it as a humanoid chatbot AI or whatever the case may be. So it literally can do its own thing. It is literally its own sentient living existence, but it is not human, but it does look like it's human because Samsung is they're making it, they want to make it look like human. They want to put a face to it. So they want to make it seem more human. It can mimic human actions and things like that, but it is not human. But it is not something like a smart assistant. It's not like a Bixby or a Google assistant. It's more like I said, it's more like its own independent, sentient, living AI being. So think about a human being just an AI form that that acts independently on its own, has its own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and things like that. That is Project Neon. That is what is at the heart of Project Neon. And quite frankly, it's crazy and scary. It's scary, it's crazy, and it kind of has me perplexed because I'm kind of wondering what Samsung is going to do with Project Neon in the long run. They didn't really give us too many details last night, so we're only left to conjecture what they could possibly do with Project Neon. I'm wondering if they put it in their smartphones. I mean, moving forward, or maybe they might put it in their smart home equipment because they got a lot of smart home stuff. Samsung does. I don't know how many of you all seen that Samsung refrigerator. I think they call it the Family Hub. Go for about $3,500. It's literally a computer refrigerator. It's a computer masquerading as a refrigerator. That's what it literally is. It is a computer design, or it's a computer design disguised as a refrigerator. But the thing is massive. It has a whole operating system. It's crazy. But could they put Project Neon in that, or could they put it in like their other smart home stuff, or could they put it in their Galaxy devices? I mean, there are the endless possibilities of what they could do with that type of technology. Is just mind blowing. So I don't know, man. It's crazy that they developed this whole sentient artificial intelligence, but yet they don't have a plan for it. And like somebody said in the chat, it almost reminds you of Skynet, of the Terminator movie. It literally is Skynet. I mean, we are literally at the beginning of the rise of real world Skynet. This is real world Skynet. This is not stuff in your Hollywood movie fiction. This is real life, real world Skynet type level stuff Samsung is doing with Project Neon. And it just blows my mind. But that is what's happening. It was unveiled yesterday. Like I said, we didn't really get too many details about what its purpose is and what it will be used for in the long run. But it is a thing, and it is something that Samsung is working on for the future. So we will have to see what happens next with Project Neon. But yeah, man, like I said, the possibilities for that type of technology are endless and scary and crazy and exciting all at the same time. All at the same damn time, man. It's all crazy. It's all exciting. Let's see. See what y'all talking about in the chat here. So 504 says it's basically Agent Smith. Literally, it's Agent Smith. Literally. It is AI code disguised as a human, basically. I think we got some Terminator jokes. Yeah. Natalie is asking about 5G. Yeah, 5G is faster, but like I said, it's going to be used for more than just faster phone speeds in the future. So 5G is here. It is definitely here, and it is only going to get better year over year. See, we got people out there supporting the channel. Thank you guys for supporting me. I appreciate it. I see we got the Artist Haven out there. How you doing, Tish? How you doing? CES is she asked, in CES mostly tech stuff or is there tech for artists like 3D printer, cutting tech, etc.? Tish, there is tech at CES for everybody. Tish, there are sex toys at CES. I probably should have said that on a podcast, but I don't care. There are sex toys at CES. So when I say there's tech for everybody at CES, I literally mean, Tish, there is tech for everybody at CES. So even you, if you're not even into the hardcore mainstream tech, even you can go there and find some tech that you can relate to because there is tech of all types at CES. I mean, we have impossible burgers at CES. We have artificially created plant-based meat type stuff at CES. We got machines that fold laundry at CES and things like that. So, like I said, there's a bunch of different tech and types of tech at CES. It's not just the smartphones and TVs and stuff. There's a whole bunch of different tech. There are tech that you don't even know that exists at CES. So, yeah, CES is for everybody, man. You go any if you are a living human being, there's probably something that you could find at CES that you can relate to. Because yeah. Whew. Tech for your needs, ask which company is bigger, Sony or Samsung? Well, right now, it got to be Samsung. Samsung is doing everything, and I mean everything. They have computers, they have washers, they have dryers, they have refrigerators, they have smartphones. I'm surprised they don't have video games, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. But I have to believe that right now, Samsung is the bigger company. They are simply into more stuff than Sony right now. Samsung is practically on top of the world at the moment. So yeah, Samsung is definitely the bigger company. And I think we got earlier. Jason was asking, does anybody know what WH1000 even means? I don't even know if it has a meaning. I think it's just a code that Sony using for their internal labeling of products and things like that. So it has no meaning besides whatever Sony thinks it means in their internal documents and in their internal communications. But other than that, yeah, I don't think it has any like actual real world meaning. But Sony, if you're watching the podcast or if you're listening to the podcast, I'm the man about tech, Sony. I love your headphones, but do us all a favor. Can you please come up with a more like normal naming convention for your headphones? Like when I try to explain your headphones to people and I have to call them the WH1000 blah, 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 monkey, pimp, monkey, crap. People are not going to remember that. Especially when you got a pair of headphones called the WH1000 XM3s, and then you got a pair of earbuds called the WF1000 XM3. What the hell is that? Who approved that naming convention? That is a bunch of monkey piss. What is that? Change your name of your headphones and earbuds. It should not be this damn complicated. This is not a spelling bee. This is not who could be the biggest nerd in class. No. We are talking about real world, everyday people here, Sony. You might want to consider that when you're naming your headphones for the average everyday consumer. Let's stop trying to nerd up our headphone names. It's not that serious. It's not that type of party. The average consumer needs to know how to say your product name. If the average consumer can't remember what the hell your product name is, you already lost. You're already lost. You're playing from behind. You are handicapping yourself. Stop playing and rename the damn headphones. Thank you very much. As a Big House Production just said in the chat, there are robots that can bring you toilet paper at CES. I saw this. Lauren Good of The Wire, or of Wired, posted a picture on Twitter of the robot carrying the toilet paper. So yeah, there are robots that carry toilet paper at CES. So yeah, CES is crazy. CES has like anything and everything. Oh man, but yeah, man, CES is crazy. Yeah. So Jason said, did anyone see the smart suitcase that rolls itself and follows you? I did not see that, but that would be pretty interesting. You know what I did see though, and this thing just gets bigger and bigger every CES, but it still has not been released to the mass public yet. The wall. So I think when Samsung first unveiled it at CES, like 3 years ago, it was like 96 inches or something like that. The wall made a return to CES 2020. For those of y'all listening to audio only, you don't know what I'm talking about when I say the wall. The wall is basically a collection of TVs that Samsung like piecing together to create one mega monster TV. So this year, the wall is 292 inches of television greatness. Let me repeat that. The wall, the Samsung wall, is now 292 inches. I mean, what is that like? 3 or 4 movie theater projector screens? I mean, what is this? What is that? 292 inches of TV. Um, I don't even know what to do with that. It's massive. So yes, like I said, the issue is that the wall still has not been released to the mass public yet. So I don't know what Samsung's waiting for. The cool thing about the wall is that it's modular, so you can keep adding on to it. You could buy a certain size, and then if you want to add on to it later on, you could add on to it because it's modular. That's how it gets to be so big, because you could buy it at like 88 inches, and then you can grow it out to like 100 inches or 150 inches or things like that, whatever you want to do. But the wall is modular, but they built it to 292 inches this year. And I'm just like, damn. But again, it has not been made available to the mass public. So I'm like, what is the point of building this wall if you're not going to put it for sale? Like, what is this? I mean, this is the very definition of concept technology, because there's no mass public release plan for the wall, as far as I know. I mean, why do they keep building it up every year and they're not going to release it to the mass public? I don't understand. Somebody will buy it. Don't. I mean, it might not sell that much because it's probably uberly expensive, but somebody's going to buy that thing. I mean, there are ballers out here who will buy that in a heartbeat. Ballers, ballers who will buy the wall immediately. So I don't know what they're waiting for. Somebody in my chat, Jason in my chat, is asking, is Samsung going to sell their Galaxy Home speaker in 2020 or release it? I'm gonna go with no, because I feel like it got air powered. But I don't know. We've heard nothing about that speaker since it got unveiled in 2017 at the Unpacked event. So I don't know what the hell Samsung's doing with the Galaxy Home. We've literally heard nothing about the Galaxy Home since that day. I'm gonna venture to guess it got canceled, but I could be wrong. But I'm guessing it got canceled. It got Nino Brown. It got air powered. You won't never hear from the Galaxy Home again. It's done. So 504 said, who else saw that OnePlus phone with the disappearing rear cameras? Who else doesn't care about it? I don't really care about it. I mean, I like the leather back on it. The leather back on it is amazing. I wish more phones had leather back. Can we please bring back the leather back, please? Can we please bring sexy back? Thank you very much. The leather back on phones are sexy. I remember having a leather back on my BlackBerry Bold. I think it was a 9900 or something like that, 9800, whatever phone that was. It had a leather back. Oh my God, it was amazing. More phones need to have leather back. Bring it back, baby. Bring it back. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what they plan on doing. But yeah, that phone with the disappearing cameras. I mean, the problem with OnePlus and cameras is that as soon as you take a picture, they disappear because how trash the camera quality is. So yeah, that camera disappears in more than one way. It disappears in more ways than one, bro. Because when you take that picture, you see how trash it is. You're like, damn. It literally disappears. Like you're like, what the hell is that? You take a picture with a OnePlus phone and you look at the same picture with the iPhone or Pixel or Samsung, you're like, damn, the OnePlus picture disappeared literally because it's so trash. Oh yeah, the disappearing camera is apropos for OnePlus. Apropos, bro. It's apropos. Let me leave OnePlus alone. In other OnePlus news, it is rumored, and I have heard through the grapevine, that OnePlus, their phones this year will finally, and I mean finally, include wireless charging. Now, I'm not gonna hold my breath, because every time you think OnePlus is finally gonna get around to adding wireless charging on their phones, they don't. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? It's 2020. There is no excuse no more. It literally should be against the law to release the phone in 2020 without wireless charging. But it would seem that OnePlus has finally turned the corner this year, because I am being told that the OnePlus 8 or whatever the hell they call it it will include wireless charging. So shout out to OnePlus for finally getting with the modern times. Welcome OnePlus to the 21st century. Nice to see you. Oh yes, Jason. Andrew Edwards would definitely buy the 292-inch wall. He would be all over that. All right, Michael Pepper says those interlocking panels to be able to make whatever size display you want is awesome. Being able to build a display on your wall next to your steps at an angle is so cool. He is alluding to the wall. Like I told you guys earlier, the Samsung wall, right? Like right now, they have it built out to 292 inches, but it's modular. So it can be customized and you can build it out to whatever size you want to. So it's pretty cool because it's modular like that and it has that capability and flexibility. But man, that thing is huge right now. But again, it's not available for the mass public. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's the other one. Other than that, um, not too much else is going on. So I told you all last year that there would be I told you all in 2018 that there would be no 5G iPhones in 2019, and there weren't. There were no 5G iPhones in 2019. But 2020 is here. And with 2020 brings 5G iPhones. Not one, not two, not three, but apparently there will be 4 5G iPhones released in 2020. I'm not sure where they got that from or why there will be a 4th iPhone because normally there are 3, but apparently there's going to be a new one this year. Not sure what's going on with that, but apparently, yes, there will be 4 new iPhones this year and they will all have 5G. I told you guys that last year, I think there will definitely be 5G iPhones this year. That has been the plan all along. And now with Qualcomm back in the Apple fold, 5G is an inevitability. So definitely be on the lookout and be ready and prepared for the arrival of 5G on iPhone because it's happening this year in 2020. Jason wants to know, do I have space for the wall? I do not have that type of space in my house for the wall, dude. I wouldn't even know what to do with that much TV. So no, I don't have that space, but it's pretty cool for the people who do have that space. They can customize it and do whatever they want with it. But yeah, man, that is pretty cool. So I'm going to end the podcast portion of this stream here. Then I'm gonna stick around a little bit to answer you guys some questions and things like that. But thank you guys for listening on audio only tonight. I appreciate you guys tuning in for the very first VypDrive of 2020. I will be back on a week-by-week basis unless something changed. I will let you know, but I shall be back next week with another episode of VypDrive, and we will pick up right where we left off last year. Like I said earlier, if you want to support the podcast on audio only, there are links in the show notes to do that. Thank you very much again for listening. No donation is required, but it greatly does help. Any donation is greatly appreciated. So if you do choose to donate, the link is in the show notes. But until next week, people, this your boy Viper, the man about tech. You know where to find me. So come back for more. And that is the end of the podcast version of the live stream. So I'm going to hang out for a few minutes. Do you guys have like any questions or anything you want to talk about before we get out of here? Let me know and we can discuss. A lot of stuff happening in tech this week with CES going on. So if you guys got questions or you want to talk about something, let me know and we can do that. So Jason wants to know, is it true Apple's going from a 5.8-inch iPhone to a 5.4-inch iPhone? Jason, those are the rumors. So the rumors are currently stating that, yes, Apple will go to a 5.4-inch iPhone this year. I don't know why. The 5.8-inch iPhone is small as hell. I don't know why you want to get smaller, but yes, it is rumored that Apple could be going down to a 5.4 inches. There's also rumors of an iPhone SE2 this year, so it might be that phone, maybe. I don't know. But yes, the rumors are that Apple will be introducing a 5.4-inch iPhone in 2020. Beth says, I think drinking the Kool-Aid could really help your channel grow. I think the Apple sheet may get upset when you're critical of Apple. I vote you just start focusing on the positive. Oh no! Oh hell no! Oh no 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 Beth. That's not how we operate here. That is not how we operate here, Beth. Absolutely not. Just because I'm going to cover more Apple content does not mean I will not be critical of Apple. I will be just as critical of them as I always am. Ain't nothing changing in that regard. I'm not about to change how I feel about anything for nobody. If they can't handle it, they can unsubscribe or go hit the shower, hit the bench. I don't care. Ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be no dilly dallying. Ain't gonna be no poo pooing. Ain't gonna be no putting lipstick on a pig. Putting lipstick on a pig doesn't change the pig. It's still a damn pig at the end of the day. So if Apple does something, if they get out of line, if they mess up, guess who's gonna be there to call them out on their BS? The captain of Team Apple, like I always am. I'm not about to be sugarcoating anything for these dudes. They better get over it. Get over it quick. Let's see. Joseph, what do you think about mini OLED? Mini OLED. I don't really know much about mini OLED. I know that Apple is supposed to be introducing micro OLED on the Apple Watch maybe this year. And obviously, like I said, TCL came with the micro OLED, or they're coming with micro OLED TVs apparently. So micro OLED is definitely becoming a thing this year apparently. But I don't really know too much about mini OLED, to be honest with you. Jason, that you're not going to take those tech on it. No. I know a lot of people think that Drew he only sings Apple praises, but there are times where Drew criticizes Apple. I mean, I know it doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. So Taylor Tech does criticize Apple. He's not just a blind Apple sheep. If Apple's not aligned, Drew will call him out. Like I said, I know it doesn't happen often, but it does happen. So I don't know if that's fair to label Drew that way when he does criticize them. Techie Tech guy wants to know my reaction to Tim Apple getting roasted by Ricky Gervais. I mean, he wasn't wrong. I mean, he wasn't wrong. I mean, it's true. I mean, people, let's be serious. At the Foxconn factories in China, they have nets hanging outside of the window because people commit suicide because of the work conditions. So if Foxconn has nets installed to make sure people don't kill themselves, the working conditions must be pretty damn bad. So Ricky wasn't wrong. So I mean, it's hard to find fault with anything he said. It is what it is, unfortunately, but he's right. He's right. Oh, so Beth said that Samsung has mini OLED at CES too. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to look into that because I don't really know nothing about that. She knows the Viper is dodging the big question. What am I dodging? What am I dodging, bro? I ain't dodging nothing, man. I'm dodging nothing. Oh, you meant micro OLED? Okay, well, yeah, micro like I said, micro OLED is coming this year, so it's coming, baby, it's coming. Oh, Beth just went with it. Okay, yeah, but micro OLED is coming. So, like I said, micro OLED is supposed to be on the next Apple Watch this year, so that'll be interesting. That'll be pretty cool. So we'll see if they can go through with that. That'll be pretty cool. Also, the iPhones this year, at least the Pro models, I think, are supposed to be coming with 120 hertz refresh rate, or ProMotion, as they like to call them. So that will be interesting to see if Apple can come through with the 120 hertz ProMotion displays. That is a rumor. Don't know if it's going to come true, but I have to believe it will, considering that the Galaxy S20 is also coming with 120 hertz refresh rate displays. And who makes iPhone screens? Repeat after me. Samsung. So, yes. Given that Samsung is coming with their own 120 hertz refresh rate displays, I got to believe the iPhone will probably be right behind them. But you know, are you getting a desk in 2020? Probably not. It's not really a priority. And yeah, I don't really have the money to fork out for a desk, so probably not. Unless somebody wants to send me a desk, then hey, if somebody sends me a desk, then more power to them. But I don't really have any plans to get a desk. Not at the moment, anyway. All right, Joseph says, why do you think it's taking Samsung so long to make OLED TVs? I don't know. Maybe cost. maybe it costs more for them to make the OLED display or OLED TV because I mean, I know they charge Apple a boatload to make the OLED display for iPhones, and maybe it's just a cost thing. I know Samsung makes the QLED displays right now, but yeah, the only guess I have for that is cost. They don't want to pay the money, so that's my only guess. All right, what else we got? What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Trying to hang out tonight since there's no Painfully on the Tech podcast. I'm trying to hang with y'all. So what else we got, baby? What else we got? Oh, Jason wants to know, am I buying the S20? Man. Whew. Um, so this year, I am trying to actually buy less phones. Last year, I went kind of crazy and brought about 3 or 4 phones. Trying not to do that this year. Trying not to do that this year. So I don't know. I need to see what the official specs are of the S20 before I make a decision. I am in a position where I can get one. So I mean, it's not like I can't get one. I can get one because one of my lines, I can just upgrade one of my lines and go from there. So I can get one if I really want to. But the question is, do I really want to pay that money? That's the question. So it's gonna have to be a damn good phone for me to fork out the cash for that. But I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Not sure. Pastia says the Samsung wall is micro LED. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. 504th note. Would I get the Note 20? Um, maybe, maybe. I mean, I love the Note phone, so that's definitely a possibility. Not 100% sure because obviously I'll be I mean, obviously I'll be getting the new iPhone. Obviously, because I get one every year, but I don't know if I'm going to be getting the Note 20. Yeah, man. I don't know. Don't know. Michael Pepper Tech says, did you know that Apple is dropping the number of displays they get from Samsung by at least 25% this year, 50% next year, and by 2020 they will be done with Samsung? I think I heard that somewhere. I think they're trying to put themselves in a position to make their own displays. How long it'll take them to get there, I don't know, but I did hear that Apple is trying to move away from Samsung because Samsung charges them up the wing dang for displays. So I don't really blame Apple for trying to get away from Samsung. But how long will it take them to do that? I don't know. Chinosa says, what Android phone of 2020 is your priority to purchase if not the S20? Well, the Note phones are usually the best Android phones of the year, so probably the Note 20. But yeah, I'm not like I said, I'm not. I know OnePlus makes great devices, but I'm not really that much into OnePlus, man. I got to after my time with the OnePlus 7 Pro, I'm just not that impressed. I'm not that impressed with OnePlus devices. I'm just not. So maybe it'll be the S20 or the Note 20. Probably the Note 20 before the S20. If I'm fortunate, Google will send me the Pixel 5, so I'm not too worried about that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. We shall see what happens. Joseph, how do you feel about the next bezeled iPhone 20 display? Wait, what? Well, the iPhone display probably not going to be much different this year than last year. If it is bezel-less, that'd be cool. What I'm more concerned about with iPhones this year is the LTE modem that they're gonna put in them. Finally, we are done with Intel modems in iPhones. I am so happy that we are done with Intel modems in iPhones. For years, these Intel modems have been garbage, not garbage, garbage. These Intel modems have been garbage. So finally, we are free from the Intel tyranny. We're done. Free. We're done with Intel. So I am looking forward to celebrating the return of Qualcomm LTE modems and Qualcomm 5G modems in iPhones this year. I am excited. I am happy. We are free from the Intel tyranny of slow, non-responsive LTE and iPhones. I'm tired of it. I'm fed up with it. I'm done. I'm over it. Bring on the Qualcomm modems. Thank you very much. Jason says, do you think Google gets the Pixel 5 right this year as a complete package? No. Please, stop playing. Google always gets something wrong. Always. And I strongly believe it's because they don't care. Google does not care about the hardware that much. They don't care. They care about the software. They're a software company. They care about the software more than the hardware. So no, there will be something wrong with the Pixel 5 like every year. Although, to Google credit, where is it? There it is. To Google credit, this Pixel 4 is nice. This is a nice phone. I'm enjoying using this phone, which is more than I can say for the OnePlus 7 Pro I had. But I enjoy this phone. The 90 hertz refresh rate, stock Android, the cameras, the feel in the hand, the design, the build quality. There are a lot of things that this phone has going for it that I enjoy. If you can get this phone for around $600-700, this phone's a steal. It is not worth $800. It is worth $600, maybe $650, but it damn sure isn't worth $800. So this is a nice phone. I like it a lot. I just don't like the $800 price point. But this phone is legit, and I love using it. I use it every day. This is it. I like this. So hopefully they will take what they did with this and improve upon it with the Pixel 5. And maybe the Pixel 5 will be the device that we've all been waiting for from Google, but I'm not gonna hold my breath for that either. Not really. All right, let's see. Michael says I'm using the Pixel 3 XL, 3A XL, and I'm really enjoying it. Hoping that Google will do what they should have done with the Pixel 4 and 4 XL with the 5L, with the 5 and 5 XL. Me and you both, buddy. Me and you both. You know, Tish, that's all I can be. All I can be is me at the end of the day. I can't be, I'm not going to pretend to be anybody. I'm not going to pretend to like something when I don't like it. All I can do is be me, be Viper, be the man about tech. So thank you, Tish, for supporting. I appreciate you. Thank you. Christian says, when the Qualcomm models in my SE outperforming my iPhone 11 Pro Max. Oh, I know. He said, when you have the Qualcomm model in my SE outperforming the 11 Pro Max, Intel needs to make Intel needs to quick death after we're season 8 of Game of Thrones. Oh wow. Oh, that's brutal, Janosen. That's brutal. Michael Pepper says, how will they make the Pixel 4a better than the 3a while differentiating from the Pixel 4 and Pixel 5? Well, the differentiation is going to come in that design. Apparently, it's going to have a hole punch display. There's only going to be one Pixel 4a. There won't be a 4a XL. It's only going to be a 4a apparently this year. I'm guessing it's going to have the same camera as the 4 with a plastic body, of course. It's not going to have the glass body like the Pixel 4, Pixel 4a and 4XL. So, yeah, I'm guessing they're going to use the same formula they used last year for the 3a. Plastic body, same camera, inferior processor, and probably pricing around $300, $400. So, that is what they're going to do. And Jason out here trolling about them. Google should leave off the wide angle like this year. I mean, if they want to get flame broiled, then yeah, they should. But if they actually want to be respected in the smartphone game, they better add that wide angle and stop playing games. The hell wrong with y'all adding that telephoto like people care about that crap? The telephoto super red zoom is nice, but the wide angle is what you want to be. The wide angle is where you at, baby. The wide angle is where it's at. That's where it's at, Google. That's where it's at. That's the Pustina says the S20 better, smaller than the Note 10. One camera for face unlock, brilliant, all software. We'll see, man. Like I said, the S20 is supposed to be a monster, so I am definitely looking forward to seeing what Samsung can do or will do with the S20. It is supposed to be a monster. It's shaping up to be quite the monster from what I hear. Notice the Vibe, have you seen the AMD 3990X Threadripper CPU that's 64 cores, 128 threads on a single die? Crazy. Sounds crazy. I'm not that big of a computer nerd, so half of that I didn't understand. Some of it I did, half of it I don't. But I know AMD is making moves in the chip game this year. So AMD, we'll see what they do. He said he wished Apple used AMD CPUs. Well, what? Not the iPhone. Have you seen the A13 chip? The A13 chip is like smoking everything, bruh. What are you talking about? I mean, maybe you mean for the MacBooks, man, but not for the iPhone. Leave the iPhone chipset alone, bro. The iPhone chipset is like king. They still can't touch the iPhone chipset over there on Android land. They still, these Qualcomm chipsets are getting circles ran around them by these A chips, man. You crazy move. Oh, okay. He said, okay, he's talking about the MacBooks. Okay. All right. Okay. That makes sense. Um, at some point, eventually, I think maybe starting this year or next year, Apple is supposed to be using their own custom chips for their MacBooks. They're supposed to be using their own ARM chips, I think. So, I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take them to do that, but they are definitely going the way of using their own chips in their MacBook. So, their MacBooks are going to be just like their iPhones. They're going to have custom chips made by themselves for their MacBooks. And yeah, I agree with you, Jonathan. The sooner the better. Jason said, rumors suggest Apple is going to name the SE2 the iPhone 9. Why go backward in the numbers like that? Probably for the marketing purposes. I don't know, man. I don't know why they would do that either. I don't know. I don't know. Jonathan said he's gonna buy Mac the second Apple puts the ARM SoC into the MacBook Pro. That's not, bro. Jonathan said he got a savings account for that. Jonathan said he got that money for a rainy day when Apple puts those ARMs in those Macs. Jonathan's like, I'm on it, coach. He's like, put me in, coach. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yo, is that technically T? Oh, we got a technically T sighting. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing? Man, bruh. Oh my goodness. I've been here for like an hour and 16 minutes, man. Still got 30 people watching. So what's up, lurkers? How y'all doing, man? Y'all lurkers, man. Y'all be getting me, man. Y'all be lurking all the time. Don't never say hello or nothing. Y'all just be sitting back in the cut listening to me. But that's cool, though. I appreciate you all hanging out listening to me, man. I mean, even if you want to lurk, that's your thing. I mean, I appreciate the support. I mean, that's cool. You want to lurk. I mean, it is what it is. I wish you all would say hello, but it's cool. I mean, you want to sit back and lurk and chill out. I got you. I'm glad I can entertain you. I'm just glad that you find me entertaining enough to just sit there and lurk. So shout out to my lurker, baby. Lurk gang, I see you, baby. I see you. Oh, what we got here? What we got here? All right, Joseph said TCL is taking over the market. Oh, bruh. TCL is taking over. I mean, they have a strong presence at CES this year. A strong presence at CES. They are practically taking over Las Vegas out there. TCL is running amok. Yo, 504 said he used to be a lurker. Oh man. Well, I'm glad you spoke up, bro. I'm glad you spoke up, and thank you for supporting me, man. And Tish said she used to be a lurker too. Oh, really? You were lurking for a long time? What's wrong with y'all? I don't bite. Y'all can say hello. But why y'all out here lurking, man? Y'all can say hello. Y'all can say hello. There's nothing wrong with saying hello. I don't bite. Y'all can say hello. It's cool. Oh, Neil H said, from the coverage of CES you've seen so far, how do you think it compares to previous years? Well, today was only day one, but from what I'm seeing, it appears that CES is getting back to its roots. And what I mean by that is there's mobile products there this year. I mean, it seems to be like more practical technology there this year, as far as not having all these like abstract world concepts and things that people just will never see in everyday modern use. But yeah, I mean, I know people were complaining about how there were no phones at CES for the login, but it seems like this year there are phones everywhere. So it's nice to see that CES is getting back to its mobile roots. So yeah, pretty cool. Tish says she's not tech savvy. I mean but see, Tish, that's the thing, Tish. And that's exactly why you should be here, because these our tech channels exist for the people that are not tech savvy, because we are here to teach you how to use your tech. So you don't need to be tech savvy to enjoy, or I should say that you should not have to be tech savvy to enjoy my YouTube channel or what I'm saying on YouTube. If you feel like you have to be tech savvy to enjoy my content, then I'm doing it wrong. I'm not doing it right. I try to make my tech I try to make my content digestible for the non-tech savvy person. So I'm glad that you stuck with me and you're rocking with me, which means I must be doing something right. Because if the non-tech savvy person can't understand what I'm saying or what I'm trying to relay, then I'm doing my content wrong. So I need to rethink of how I'm doing my content if non-tech savvy people can't understand me. But for the most part, it seems like the non-tech savvy people are getting what I'm putting down. So I must be doing something right. So that's cool. We got Kenny, man, people from behind the monitor. What's up, Piper? What's up, Kenny? How you doing, bro? Thank you for saying hello. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, y'all don't have to lurk, man. Y'all can say hello. Like I said, like I keep saying, I don't need you all to hold like whole ass conversations out there. You don't have to do all that, but you can say hello. I mean, cool. Like it's just funny, like how many like larger creators like lurk. But the times where they don't lurk is pretty cool. I still remember my first live stream where I found out that John Prosser was watching me. Like I don't know what possessed him to say something, but he made a comment in the stream, and I was like, "Whoa, they're from Paint Tech!" I remember that reaction, man. I remember that like it was yesterday, because I was just minding my business, live streaming, and out of nowhere, Front Page Tech comments in my live stream. I just lost my itch for like a minute. I'm like, "Oh my god, it was amazing!" And then a week or two later, Taylor the Tech commented on my live stream. I was like, "Whoa, what is going on? What is going on?" I was like, "Yes!" I was out here living my best life when that happened. So, man, I encourage you all not to lurk, man. I like to know who's watching me. Like I said, you don't have to hold conversations in the chat if you don't want to, but at least let me know that you're watching. So I appreciate that. And I'm pretty sure there are other bigger creators that watch me that never say anything. Wasn't it cool? But there have been those times where I've had bigger creators watch me and they have said something. I remember what it was. I think it was last year. I mean, it was last year or the end of 2018. I don't remember. I think it was last year at some point. I had Your Average Consumer watching me, but he was on his personal account. He wasn't on his Your Average Consumer account. So when he showed up in the chat, I thought it was a fake profile. I'm like, "Yo, get him out of here. He's a fake." And he was like, "Well, no, that's me. I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "What?" So apparently we got bigger YouTubers with a personal account that we don't know about, and they be chilling out and hanging out, which is cool. Like it's cool, but it just sucks because when they come in here with their personal account and I don't know who they are, then I have to be suspect. I have to wonder, is that them or is that not? Because I've had fake Flossie Carters in here. I've had fake Michael Fishers in here. I mean, I've had people impersonate other YouTubers in here. So it's like, yo, I'm always leery about who's watching and who's who. So, I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. So we got a Soul by Tech out there. What's up, man? How you doing, bro? How you doing? I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. Joseph says, have you think about the videos on the LG 8 AK TVs? I think they are going to be expensive, starting at 77 inches. Listen, man, I was talking to somebody on Twitter about this. I don't know why all of these brands are in a rush to get to 8K when we're not even at 4K. Listen, most consumers don't even have a 4K TV yet. Not to mention, most of the networks don't support 4K content. So why are we rushing to 8K and we're not even on 4K yet? I don't understand this stuff. This is mind-boggling to me. This is stupid. I would venture to gather that 70% of the population does not have a 4K TV. And like I said, most of the cable networks and most of the networks don't even support 4K content. Are you kidding me right now? What is with this 8K garbage? Bruh, we're not ready yet. We're not even there yet. We're not even on 4K yet. Calm down, people. Calm down. So Michael said, what do you think of these folding displays being used at the laptop of sorts? I think that's pretty cool. I am all about the lap-friendly laptops and stuff. Like I just reviewed this Bridge keyboard. Wait, where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, never mind. I'm looking at it. Hold on. I just reviewed the Bridge keyboard for the iPad Pro, and it was lap friendly. So I'm all about technology that can fit on your lap. So these folding laptops and things like that, I mean, they fit on your lap pretty nicely. So I'm all about that. Pretty good. All right, let's see what we got. So by the AK is here because of MKBHD. No, it's not because of MKBHD. It's because these brands are always going to be the first to a new technology, even when the mainstream is nowhere near ready for that technology. These brands just want to be like, I was first. Bruh, you're first on your own island. Like you could be first all you want, but you're first on your own island in your own world. It's like these brands be living in a reality distortion field where only they exist because I don't have an 8K. Well, I got a 4K TV, but barely. But most people don't have a 4K TV. Why are we worrying about 8K and most people don't have a 4K TV? Like my man 504 said, he has a 1080p TV. What's going on? Wait. You go live? Oh, I need to go visit Tish on her live at some point. I didn't know that. Well, thank you for stopping by, Tish. I appreciate you. Hope you have a good night and hope to see you soon. Shinosen says, when it dies, I'll upgrade. Shinosen's like, yeah, when it dies. And he has a plasma TV. Wow, Shinosen still has a plasma TV. Holy crap. Joseph said, what do you think about TCL with a cell phone starting at $500? You want to know what I think, Joseph? I think they're going right for OnePlus's neck. And I'm here for all of it, baby. I'm here for all of it. They are going right at OnePlus's neck, and I'm here for all of it. It's glorious to me. I love the competition, man. Competition is good for the consumer because it means lower prices. It means lower prices and more choices. I'm all about lower prices and more choices. So shout out to competition. Let them fight. Let them fight each other. Yeah. Tech for your needs at first doesn't mean better at the beginning of the tech. Is at its infancy, which is to be expected. Yeah. Usually first generation tech is not the best. It definitely has its cons and definitely has its growing pains, I should say. But yeah. Yeah, being first is not always the best. Samsung could tell you a little bit about trying to be first with the foldable phones and that not working out too well for them. But yeah, it happens. It definitely happens. But on that note, I am going to bid you all adieu. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all. I will be back on Friday night for Friday Night Viper. Meanwhile, make sure you keep it locked to the main channel because I am back to uploading videos on a somewhat regular basis on the main channel. If you have not watched tonight's video about Project Neon, go watch it real quick for me. It's only like 4 minutes long, so short video. If you guys can go watch that, I would definitely appreciate you all. Drop a comment, all that good stuff. But let's see. We got our Joseph wants to know my goal for 2020. You're gonna have to go back watch the beginning of this live stream. I laid it all out at the very beginning of this podcast. I laid it all out. So I would say go back and watch the beginning if you want that. It's all there for you, baby. It's all there for you. But I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching tonight. But until Friday night, baby, this your boy Viper, the man about tech. You know where to find me. So come back for more.